Hi, so this week we were talking about cohesion and structure within groups and within the workplace, and how if the more cohesive a group is, the more productive they can be. If they're working well together, it's easier for them to get their goals and just overall be more productive and effective at the end of the day. One way companies can try to help this is through team building exercises that can help improve relationships, communication within groups, and it can help highlight the goals that the group is trying to complete by just bringing everyone together. Sometimes it's also better to bring a group together and complete a task outside of your day-to-day work and just work as a team in a different sense. So my company, to help increase that cohesion and increase that togetherness, we've done a few, but the last team building exercise we did was someone from corporate came into each company. We have a bunch of different offices, and we did this building exercise. We had a bunch of uncooked pasta and marshmallows, and we had to work together. We were split into different groups within our own office and had to work together to try to build it up, and whoever could build the tower the highest just with the uncooked pasta and marshmallows, whoever one built it the highest, we got like a piece of paper printed out, like a little award thing, which is silly, but it was a fun little activity, and you could see how the groups were forming. It wasn't like the medical assistants are used to listening to the doctors, doing whatever they say, bottom of the totem pole. It was more everyone had their ideas and could work together of, hey, no, do this, or I think this will be more beneficial. And it kind of just got us to work together in a different sense and also seeing each other in a different light. And even though it was like a silly little assignment, it was still fun to do and see the chaos and people being able to not get it and get it, the failing, the succeeding, just in that one task. My company also did, instead of our like holiday dinner party, we did this team building exercise where we went to Morristown and completed a scavenger hunt. A company does it, I think, in Hoboken and Morristown. So they split us all up into groups again, and one of the doctors, she was kind of doing the whole thing. She made sure that we weren't grouped together in all the receptionists, all the MAs, all the doctors, or the people that work like the morning shifts, the night shifts. They tried to separate our groups. So we were working with people that we see every day, but we aren't working directly with on every task we do. So we got split into these groups and downloaded this app and had to complete the scavenger hunt all over the town. It was really fun, honestly. We had to take pictures and videos and prove that we were doing it, solve riddles, figure out what riddle went where and how to get to that one place. And it really did bring us together. It was, again, like that silly little pasta marshmallow task. We got to see each other in a different light, in a get out of work environment. We're having fun, but we also want to win. We want to complete this. And at the end of that, we had a dinner where we had this section of this restaurant like rented out, and there was a host of the scavenger hunt who all of our videos, submissions, and pictures, they presented it like a little game show of, for this task, like, this team got first or this team got last, here's how they answered their questions. And it was really funny, all the responses, all the pictures, videos, seeing the director of the program running around in circles trying to get this task done, doing silly little dances, and then being able to just discuss it with each other and talk about it. And honestly, we kept talking about it long after that event. In work, it was like hey, remember when you did that? We had more to kind of be like involved with each other, where if we were working with someone who we don't normally interact with, but they were on your team, you would have a topic of conversation to bring up, or remember this, which I really think helped bring our office together. It was also came at a time where our office was kind of falling apart, like people were coming and going, and there was just unnecessary drama. our office got very like split up. So I think coming together in that environment was super beneficial for us to become more cohesive and be together. We also, I think my company is very good at trying to build each other up, even though I have spoken now and in previous videos of how we are kind of divided and it is us versus them mentality. We do come together very well. We celebrate each other's wins, victories, even little tasks. One of the doctors completed 8 of these like certain physical appointments all in a row. So we printed her out this little award, did a little like, hey, congrats. Our company also does newsletters. So our monthly newsletter, we do shout outs where anyone in the company can shout out anyone. And then they post it, so they'll be like, Erin made a shout out for this person, and there's a little blurb of what I said. And the whole company can see that and highlight it, which I think is very beneficial and kind of brings together. And it's fun to read. It's always nice to hear nice things and see nice things happening with the people that you're seeing every day. So when it comes to hazing in the workplace, honestly, I think we're out of high school. We're out of the adolescent, oh, haha, let's haze someone phase. So I don't personally think I would take it well if I saw someone else getting hazed. In my job, when people come in new, the one coworker who I discussed last video, who ended up getting fired, I feel like the only hazing thing I saw was we have this one doctor, main doctor, who I guess you could say is harder to work with or asks more of people. So when new employees would come in, we would train them, they would shadow us, and we would kind of, once they were able to go on their own, room their own patients, and not have someone watching them, we would put them with a more, I don't want to say easier provider, but one of the doctors that didn't have as hard of a schedule or as many tasks to complete. So we would try to start them off there, get used to it, build it up, and then go work with this doctor, that doctor, so you're used to everyone. But the one coworker would try to throw them in right away of like, oh, well, you need to know how to work with him, go do it. And to an extent, I understand you need to be able to work with everyone, and if you can do the best, everything else should come easier to you. But the way she went about it was, oh, well, he's hard, you're new, go figure it out, and wouldn't really offer the help. So I feel like most of the time when I saw that happening, my responses would be to step in, either help them out with it, try to prep things. If the doctor was asking too many tasks, try to alleviate what they had to do by either doing it myself or being like, hey, let me do this with you, or just asking them if they're comfortable with it, which I think is beneficial. I mean, they've thanked me before. I don't think you should really haze a new employee. It's not fun for anyone involved, and I don't think you get much out of it being the one hazing them. Like, you get one brief moment of haha, or they did what I said, which I think is pointless in my mind. But that is my week's video, so thank you for watching.